Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty kind of sad news to go and talk about over here, because we actually did go and see quite a few different leaks and quite a few really big PlayStation games that have now unfortunately seemed to be not true. So I'm not really the biggest fan of talking about this type of stuff because typically for me, some of these games are games I myself wanted to go and play and that I want to go enjoy. But it does kind of seem like PlayStation Studios have now officially confirmed and have basically, I don't want to say canceled because if it hasn't even been in the process of starting yet, it can't necessarily be canceled. But with a lot of leaks and a lot of rumors kind of tied into with these games, I'm a little bit on the disappointed side, but at least we also have some official statements too as well from the creators and makers of God of War, and just a lot of little various PlayStation news going on, but mainly I'm going to talk about this somewhat sadder news. So maybe we'll start off with the God of War news and go into the topic right afterwards, so keep that in mind. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway, we have a bunch of the Amazon links down below, Xbox links down below, the Twitter and Twitch streams if you guys want to follow, Target links, and everything else all in between, all down below. So very first and foremost, we do actually have an official statement over here from Santa Monica Studio, which as you guys know is making God of War Ragnarok, which has definitely been a lot more in the news throughout these past few weeks, especially because we've had a lot of rumors that June 30th was going to have something cool, and also as well a lot of rumors that the game's coming out almost confirmed for this year. Once again though, all this is what it is, aka rumors. So we don't have anything super confirmed as of right this second, which does stink, but at least we have been noticing a lot. So with this, we do have the official statement from Sony Santa Monica. Every single person at Santa Monica Studio is working to create a game that we're proud of, one that we hope we will enjoy playing once released. Our fans inspired us, and we understand the passion and desire for more information. But that passion should not be toxic, nor come at the expense of any human being's dignity. Let's celebrate our community by treating each other, every gamer and developer, alike with respect. Now, in case you guys are kind of curious on more context with this, number one, as you guys even see from Sony Studios over here, developer of God of War Ragnarok coming to PS5, PS4 in 2022. So even with all this additional press, all the additional people harping on them, all the additional comments, people trying huge hype factors, they still do have the official on their own bio itself from the official verified account stating that it will be coming in 2022. So as of so far, I think everyone needs to have a nice little breather and kind of calm down. So we did kind of see everything go from like a big 0 to 100 very quick, to the point where a lot of folks out there were like, oh my god, where is the game, harassing folks, harassing developers, and it's just not a cool vibe. We don't like that. So it's going to be all in the loop so far. Everything does still seem like it seems okay for this year. We just still don't have the official release date, which is still rumored to be around the November time. But for more like the intriguing stories over here is we actually have now been seeing more reports with this. And this is the kind of the main topic of the video. Sucker Punch Studios has now clarified, and this is heartbreaking for me, that they do not have the plans to, as of this current moment, revisit the infamous series or Sly Cooper franchises right now, and this is even the more heartbreaking one, and that no other studio is working on these IPs either. Today's just a sad day. So basically, this is all in regards to Sucker Punch itself. As you guys know, they've worked with a lot of various big games too as well. Most recently, Ghost of Tsushima. So as we approach 25 years since Sucker Punch first opened, we're proud to look back at the legacy of characters and stories we've created. From Rocket Robot on Wheels to Sly Cooper and Infamous, and most recently, Ghost of Tsushima. As the games continue to grow in scale and complexity, they require the full attention of our studio. With our focus on these current projects, we have no plans to revisit Infamous or Sly Cooper right now. And no other studio is currently working on projects related to those franchises either. These characters are very special and near and dear to our hearts, so while we never say never to reopening those doors down the road, for now, there are no Infamous and Sly Cooper games in development. We know many people still play these games even today, so we'll be performing maintenance on Infamous 2 servers soon to move them to a new home that will keep them up and running a bit longer. We will eventually need to sunset these, but want to keep them running for as long as possible for players who are still active. We're also working to put Cole's Legacy DLC in Infamous Second Son, which was previously only a part of the game's Collector's Edition, on the PlayStation Store and other territories for anyone who missed it. Thank you for everyone for the incredible 24 years of support. Your love and appreciation are what fuel us to making new games and new worlds. We look forward to continuing to bring new and exciting ideas to life for many years to come. We're not ready to talk about whatever might be next, but we hope you'll keep following us whenever it's ready to share more. Now, I'm sad. Like, I'll be honest. Like, not like, the sad where I'm going to go cry since this video's all done, but that definitely does kind of feel like a little bit of a punch to the gut. So, as you guys may or may not have heard, we've seen a lot of different other types of leaks and rumors and early builds coming out here from Sly Cooper and Infamous. And also would make a lot of sense. Infamous was a very unique IP. Superheroes, as you guys probably can tell by movie theaters and comic books and everything, are definitely 100% in. So like an anti-hero and also more of like those superhero type style games such as Infamous, those games would probably do extremely well. So it just makes sense in terms of like a financial state of like, hey, Ghost of Tsushima's done, the DLC's done. Well, what's next? Sly Cooper game? I'm sure that would fit really well. Think about Ratchet and Clank, did very well. Or Infamous, once again, as I just mentioned, would be a game that's kind of somewhat niche, but also still beloved. And with this, we have the official announcement as of literally like yesterday, I think it was on July 1st, that we just don't have it anymore. And this makes me super sad. Like, in all true honesty, these are some games that I do think, we don't really have too many iconic PlayStation games. There's definitely a lot, like, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of franchises that are huge and focused on, but we're not talking like thousands upon thousands of games. There's definitely a few dozen that we're like, oh my god, I love this IP, I remember this IP, I love these characters, etc., etc. And, well, sadly, these are some of them. Like, I've seen so many people out there that say they would love a new Infamous, myself included, especially with the PlayStation 5 graphics. And don't forget, some of the bigger games we've had a chance to see recently are such as, say, when it comes to Spider-Man, huge. Or when it comes to Wolverine, huge. Even some other games that are pretty popular there, like with Guardians of the Galaxy or Avengers games, like superheroes are in. Like, I mean, watch for movies, watch for TV shows, watch for everything. Like, in the game themselves. So it's kind of crazy for me to go and see that they don't even at least have like a team, like a small team of like 10 people, working on the storyboard, looking on character designs, slowly working on it rather than anything else. So I'm a little bit sad. This is like actually very heartbreaking news for me because like I said, these are pretty beloved and pretty popular franchises, and these also probably would set apart a lot of these games from Xbox. Like Xbox, right now they got Forza, they got Halo. Sure, cool. Starfield, sure. But like these types of games, as we know, we always are very fond of PlayStation games that are single-player games. And Sly Cooper, platformer, awesome, would be great. New art style, would love it. Infamous would be fantastic. Like I said, imagine that on the PS5 with fast loading times and increased and better animations. That would be probably like a bestseller. Like it'd be huge. And obviously Ghost of Tsushima has been fantastic, and I would love to see them do more DLCs for Ghost of Tsushima or a Ghost of Tsushima 2. Will love it. Though the one kind of big thing too as well is that they at least do have some, like, that's a bit of a negative twist. Here's a bit of a positive twist. While they did not necessarily bring up exactly what they're working on, Sucker Punch, which has done very well, they at least do have something over here. They say, we're not ready to talk about whatever might be next, but we hope you'll keep following us where we're ready to share more. So that doesn't necessarily mean that they're fully donezo, but it is kind of sad news nonetheless. Now, at least to kind of put a little bit more of a positive twist, we've actually even seen Jason Schreier as well talk about the fact that he's had a chance to mention a lot of stuff. So a lot of folks over here were saying, like, they can say that the release date and pre-order date for God of War was planned for yesterday. So apparently, at least, like, we don't necessarily fully know if that's true or not, though, I'll be in all honesty. It could always be a lie. Like, it could just be someone trying to go and, like, it's kind of like if I'm like, hey, we might see a restock, and then it's 4th of July. Like, it is a nice, proper, normal, like, it's fine. Like, it's fine to speculate on that either way. And I'd always admit to it myself on my own channel. But, it kind of does seem like a cop-out, because we did have a lot of folks bring this stuff on up. So at this point now, they're kind of blaming it because of the Roe versus Wade, which is also a very big case, don't get me wrong. And I'm sure a lot of, women in these gaming industries would, some people want to support this, in terms of, like, take days off, go and protest, go do what you gotta go do, which is also understandable as well. But apparently PlayStation has been trying their best to keep secrets so badly that most SSM employees weren't even told about it. So apparently a lot of the Sony Santa Monica people weren't even in the vast majority of it knowing when the games would be released. So as of right now, too, this is just all based on the leaks. As of right now, this week, the game is still on track for November. People working on it say it's huge and seems to be pretty excited about it. Reminds me of the buzz I was hearing before the 2018 one. So it is kind of cool to go and see that at least we've been seeing some delays. The game is pretty much close to being done, and apparently we've had some fantastic big improvements with it. And last but not least, we've actually had some nice little Horizon gifts to get add up on Twitter, if you guys are trying to use those. So kind of give me your thoughts and comments down below. Are you guys disappointed? Are you guys sad? I am a little bit myself, I'll be honest, and I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. The Amazon links down below, the Twitter and Twitch streaming links down below, the Weeble Coinbase targets, all that stuff as well, all down below, and I'll see you guys up in the next one.